Our film, Culture on the Plate, focuses on the differences between cultural-based restaurants and fast food chains in terms of experiences and the intention behind the food given to the consumers. We also wanted to emphasize the significance cultural-based restaurants and their food have. Luckily, we got to interview two people and gain their insights on their goals of the restaurant, what they would want their customers to enjoy, and much more, which you will see in a few seconds. We hope you enjoy learning about these two restaurants as much as we did, and possibly check them out. It'll definitely be worth it. Celebrating their 25th year being open, New Asha Sri Lanka restaurant was one of the first Sri Lankan-owned establishments in Tompkinsville, Staten Island, a neighborhood now known as Little Sri Lanka. Now one of many Sri Lankan restaurants in the area, the restaurant caters to both those within and outside the culture and loved by all.
So, would you be okay with us interviewing about that?
Okay, sure.
Yeah? Okay. So, the first question that I have is, could you tell us a little bit more about like the background of the restaurant and how it started?
This year we are celebrating 25th year.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Cool, wow.
This is a family-owned business, like me, my wife, my sister, my brother. That is our success.
Okay.
Plus, we cook everything the same day. We don't keep anything, the old one or anything, nothing. Everything fresh cooked.
Okay.
That is the success ours. So people know the difference. The frozen food
Yeah.
and the regular, we make almost lunch like 12:30. That's when we go one by one. That's why, people love our food.
Yeah, yes. So I also want to ask, do you feel like the restaurant creates a sense of community?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We have Albanians. This is the area as a Sri Lankan now most, because I am the one beginners here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have the next one. I have the Sri Lankan grocery, and the restaurant we start the same year. But now I give up everything because I'm tired.
Yeah, yeah.
So now we have almost my sister and my brother-in-law. They went to Sri Lanka. So only me and my wife and one helper. That's it.
So you work with a lot of the Sri Lankan members of the community? Okay, that's
No,
cool.
not only the Sri Lankan, Americans too.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of a
African.
place where, so would you say that people who aren't Sri Lankan can learn about Sri Lankan culture here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Because in the beginning there are no any stores here. We are the only first one.
Oh, really?
So little by little, that's the community came. So this area now totally, Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it's transformed.
Business here.
So
There's a grocery and everything's here now.
that's really cool.
Yes.
I also want to ask if you can share any personal stories or like family traditions that influence any of the dishes that you make here.
Anything we make, people love it.
Yeah.
That's only the main thing. Nothing left anything. 8 o'clock, it's all clean. So we get fresh cooking. All food is very fresh. So that's the main important.
Yeah.
The customer love us.
And it's all cooked by your family as well,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So what do you hope that customers will take away from their experience at this restaurant?
Oh yeah, they love it. They love it. That's what I'm saying. We are here 25 years. We have a lot of customers take out because the store is not fancy. The restaurant is not fancy.
Yeah.
Food is the good.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why people like. Even you see Anthony Bourdain came visit.
Yeah.
He came 2 times.
Wow.
Even we don't know. My wife don't know him. My sister don't know him. After everything he finished eating, his manager came in, walk in. He say, "You know who is he?" My wife say, "I don't know who is." He's a Mr. Anthony Bourdain. Yeah. Even Village Voice, I think 20 years before, 2 times they give the awards. You see the posters outside,
Yeah. What do you think people love so much about this restaurant?
fresh,
Fresh?
everything fresh.
The quality of the food?
Yes, food.
Okay.
It's like a home cooking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We second thing, we treat our customer like a family because so many moms get pregnant after the baby born. Their babies also coming here because the mom is tasted before she got the baby, so
Yeah.
they love our food too. The babies also. Now babies are big
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we are 25 years. So,
Right, you're working with generations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Well, that was all the questions that I had.
Yes.
So thank you so much for agreeing to be interviewed
You're
by
welcome.
us.
Enoteca Maria is a culturally diverse restaurant that serves cuisines from around the world but in the most uniquely authentic way possible. Grandmothers from every country across the globe are invited and hired as chefs to cook the recipes handed down to them that they cook at home for their families that make up the fabric of the culture they were born and raised in.
And we're doing a film project based on like cultural restaurants, and I would love to interview you and like get to know more about the restaurant. So like if you can tell me a little like background of like how it started, or how like you came like to be this way.
So we began 17 years ago. March 1st was our 17-year anniversary.
Oh,
And
nice.
we started out with Italian grandmothers because I lost all, my parents and grandparents. So I was just trying to backfill that part of my life. It was really just for my own comfort. And after a while, it just didn't make sense only to feature Italian ladies. So we started featuring ladies from all over the world. Today we have, that's her, you see the woman in black? That's she's from Syria.
Oh, amazing.
We also have Italy and Japan in our downstairs kitchen. And so we just feature ladies from all over the world and feature their culture and tradition.
And does the dishes like change every week?
Every day.
Every day. Yeah.
Every day we have a different lady. Tomorrow we have two ladies from Italy, and on Sunday we have a woman from Peru. We have Peru, Italy, and Japan on Sunday.
That's so cool. That's amazing. And do you feel like the restaurant like creates a sense of community in the area?
I think it really highlights the diversity that we have here in America. It's a very diverse, it's people from all over the world make up this country.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all the indigenous people are no longer here, on reservations somewhere in the desert. So, yeah.
Amazing. And do you think like any of the known as like the personal stories like influence the dishes at all? Or no?
They influence what?
Their stories like influence like the dishes that they're preparing? Yeah.
Well, that lady that's in the kitchen now, she's from Syria, so she got her recipe from her mother, and her mother got it from her grandmother. So these recipes have been coming down the pike for a couple of hundred years at least.
Like a generational thing.
Yeah, it's generational, and we also see that young lady with the pink apron. So she's a student. We offer a free one-on-one class. It's called Nonas in Training. So this free one-on-one class, and basically it mimics that passage of knowledge generationally, and also most of the time ends up being cross-culturally as well, because the Nonas from Syria, and the young girl may not be. So yeah.
And how do you like find the people, like the cookers? Did they just apply to part of the restaurant?
Well, we've gotten a tremendous amount of national and international press over the years, so they reach out to us. Yeah. Sometimes it could be that the student that participates in the Nonas in Training, she may qualify to be in the kitchen, or she may have a family member that qualifies to be in the kitchen. Yeah, we had just last week, we had a woman from Paraguay that participated in the Nonas in Training, and she'll be cooking in a week or so. She'll be cooking. So
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's very organic.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. And what do you hope the customers to take away from like dining here?
Well, I hope they have a good time, and many times you will hear people talking, and they'll talk about their mother or their grandmother. Sometimes there may be similarities in cultures, or people from the same culture who will say, my mother made the same thing, and things like that. So it's kind of a walk down memory lane for people.
A sense of belonging, almost, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. And what inspired you to decorate the place, like with the action figures? And
Oh, that's just my toys. I like it. It's light, it's fun, and that's what I think that we need to strive to have a little fun before it's all over.
Yeah, so it adds on to the culture of the place, to the space.
Well, it's a place for me to keep myself there. We just got that a few months ago. We got that Batman painting. A local artist made that for me.
Amazing.
So yeah, so I love that. And we just got that right up there. I just got that yesterday. That's the Queen Alien. See her up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got that.
The difference between like the fast food like chains and like your restaurant, what would be like the main difference you?
Well, I'd really rather speak to the fact that those chain restaurants, the Olive Gardens and the Taco Bells of the world, will be here. And I think it's becoming increasingly difficult. Best case scenario, it's very difficult for these little mom and pops that really add the flavor, to the city. When you can go out, you can go to this little Turkish place or a little Italian place or whatever. That's really the flavor of the city. And once you're left with all these industrial machines that pump out soulless cuisine, I think that's going to be a big loss for everybody. And I think that that there really needs to be some attention to that, because I think we will be much worse off if that's all we have. So McDonald's and Burger Kings and White Castle, I think it's going to be very sad for everybody if that's what we're left with.
Fast food restaurants in the U.S. earned $278.6 billion revenue in 2021. McDonald's has 13,000 locations in the United States alone, making it one of the largest fast food chains in the country. Other major chains like Subway, Starbucks, and Burger King have thousands of nationwide locations.
Our group was lucky enough to interview these lovely owners and see their perspective on how fast food chains affect cultural-based restaurants such as theirs. We also got the insight of someone who dines at fast food chain restaurants and cultural-based restaurants.
My name is Luke. I'm here with Abe. I'm interviewing him about cultural spots versus fast food locations. So first question, what differences do you see when you dine at fast food places versus a cultural-based restaurant?
At a cultural-based restaurant, it seems like the employees, the waitstaff care more about you and your experience than at a fast food restaurant.
All right, question 2. Why do you think most people dine at fast food places rather than cultural-based restaurants?
Just because it's cheaper, it's easier, there's more of them, and yeah.
Do you think fast food places are taking over and replacing local spots? Why or why not?
I do think that fast food places are taking over cultural and replacing cultural spots because, they're just big corporations. They can afford to buy out the storefronts and all stuff like that, so.
Awesome, thank you.
At Asher Sri Lanka, their food prices are affordable and they are a vegan-friendly restaurant. At Enoteca Maria, different dishes are served every day and they are a restaurant that takes reservations, so if you ever plan to visit this restaurant in the future, please plan accordingly. Joe also mentioned that there will be a film about Enoteca Maria's journey and how it became the restaurant that it is today. More details aren't given out yet, but when they are, check out their website when you search up Enoteca Maria. Learning about these cultural-based restaurants hopefully convey the idea that culture should not be pushed away. There are many benefits when dining at a cultural-based restaurant, such as trying new things, learning about a different ethnic group, as well as forming new connections with the staff that work at that restaurant. While it is nice in a while to get Burger King, Olive Garden, or McDonald's, it is important to remember the diversity that is around us, especially in New York City, so we should take advantage. You never know what the experience may bring. We hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you for your time.